on, guys? Welcome back to the Trench Grenade channel. I am your host, the average ballin' on a budget PSA budget whatever build that your mom said that we have at home. Thanks for watching, guys. Go ahead and leave a sun emoji in the comments below because it's going to be a good day out here on the range. We're going to be comparing this $500 or $450 rifle, about $800 total, with the white light and the red dot and the sling. Okay, all said and done, this thing's about $800 compared to a gun that prices out around, let's see, quick math, don't do math in public, a gun that comes out around $4,500 or so dollars, okay? And we're gonna see where the differences actually lie in the two builds. So, oh yeah, if you wanna support the channel, look in the description. PSA is a sponsor, but I did have to buy this gun myself. But if you wanna support the channel, look at the description below. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna head back up range. And guys, so what do I want to tell you about this gun first? Well, it's quite frankly kind of a piece of crap, to be honest, and that's the intent. Is this is going to be a beater, kind of home defense, whatever, you know. It's not going to be a big deal. This thing's just gonna kind of be left to basically fill the role as a home defense gun. I mean, it's got 1,000 lumen light and it's pretty fun to shoot. Show you what we're shooting at here. We're just hammering a couple steel targets downrange, and this gun is fun to shoot, but I don't know really how to say it. It's just kind of a piece of crap build, you know what I'm saying? Let's see if we can get some hammering the targets here. I mean, but I guess the message of the video is something like this. Yeah, it's cheap, but dude, it runs. And I think that's kind of the message, is you don't have to spend a ton of money in 2024 to get something that kind of just works for home defense, you know what I'm saying? All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go up range. We're at about 50 meters right now. We're gonna move up range and we're gonna hammer these two targets with both the budget PSA build, and we're gonna hammer it with my Daniel Defense and see if I can notice any legitimate differences other than I guess simply knowing that this gun costs nothing compared to my other rifle that costs the whole world. Obviously it's not a knight's armament or anything crazy, but you know, it's a little bit of money. And I think a lot of guys get really wrapped up in, oh well, you know, I just have a PSA. It's like, I don't know, dude, because this thing is a piece of crap and it's running just fine. So what we're gonna do now is we'll hammer the target real quick from back here, and then we'll switch guns and try to see if there's any realistic difference between this and the Daniel. Guys, a little bit of a different angle, and the gun is running great. That's the funny thing. Nothing to really note. And all the PSA haters are gonna say, oh whatever, you shill, but dude, it's running. As I missed. Okay, so there is the PSA ballin' on a budget rifle. Okay, some M-Lock and just a Sig Sauer cheapo Romeo 5. I've had good luck with them. All right, let's transition over to the kit I got out here, guys, because somebody's gonna ask. I just didn't feel like wearing it because it's 100 degrees. Is the T-Rex arms kit, okay? If you're trying to come out to the range and just have a lazy day, we'll throw a bunch of mags in a T-Rex kit or something and come on out, especially when it's freaking 100 degrees out here. All right, here we go. All right, this thing, you guys have seen it on the channel. Daniel Defense, Surefire Light, ACOG, okay, T831 with a piggyback red dot, okay? You guys have seen it before, but maybe for the noobs. Honestly, other than the magnification, obviously if I put my ACOG on the PSA, the only thing I'm really noticing is the magnification. The PSA is overgassed because it has the wrong gas system on it, and that's a topic for a later video. Dude, honestly, I'm not sure if I can. Obviously, this thing is going to be more reliable for longer. Okay, this is the Daniel Defense V7. Obviously, it's going to be longer or reliable for a longer duration than the other gun. Okay, and obviously the optic setup is better. But with all that being said, I mean, I'm not really able to pinpoint, exactly where that money's going. Other than looking at a spec sheet and seeing, okay, the barrel is better quality, the materials and the components are better quality, obviously. But other than like knowing the actual details of the gun, if I just had to come out here and shoot it, it's hard to really decide. Yeah, dude, it's hard to really, definitively say where that money is going to, and if I could realistically, if you're like, dude, I'm hurting on money and I don't know what gun to get, dude, like, I mean, you guys get a closer look at this thing, but, obviously it's got a GI stock, a GI, pistol grip, GI trigger, everything is pretty much just as bland as it gets on this thing, but for what, a sixth of the cost, someone do the math. Don't do math in public, guys, but for a sixth of the cost for this guy compared to the Daniel Defense, I mean, it's up to you. Obviously, it's your rifle, you do what you're gonna do, but I'm not gonna say it's just as good, but I'm saying in hand on the range today, I'm not noticing a huge difference. I guess I'll say that. In hand, on the range, in hand, I'm not noticing a huge difference in actual performance, if that makes sense. All the Daniel Defense fanboys like myself are gonna be like, dude, what do you mean? Hopefully you guys can actually see what's going on here. I am my own cameraman today. Part of me is hoping that there's no M855 or any sort of ammunition that's going to damage my targetry today. So I didn't really do a thorough inspection. Yeah, I mean, would I trade my Daniel Defense for a PSA? No, I would not trade my Daniel Defense for a PSA. But what I'm telling you is if you need a gun that is gonna be fun to shoot, I mean, maybe. If you're balling for, you need something cheap, maybe check out a PSA and maybe just focus on training, getting some rounds through the gun, and eventually you can upgrade. You can always get a BCM or Daniel Defense upper later on, and be good to go from there. Yeah, let's put another mag through the gun and we'll get you guys out of here, okay? started to get hot there for a second. Okay, so guys, I guess in summary, whatever you decide to get, PSA, BCM, Daniel Defense, it doesn't matter. Make sure you're actually training with whatever you get, okay? And before you go down in the comments and say, I would never, you know, I would never buy a PSA, or I would never do whatever. Look at people's situations. Everyone's situation is a little bit different. This is just kind of to show you, no, I'm not saying it's just as good, but what I'm saying is a PSA can get it done, okay? Especially, you know, if you're balling on a budget and you just need something to be able to defend your life with and train with, it's gonna get it done, okay? Let me know your thoughts down below. Which one would you choose? The PSA with the red dot and a pistol, 1000 lumen pistol light on here, okay? Or would you choose the modded, you know, jacked out of its mind, freaking Daniel Defense with the Surefire and all the accoutrements, you know, that are belonging, I guess, on a rifle like this, okay? Let me know what you guys would choose down below, and until next time, it's gonna be Trench Grenade, your average Surefire light enjoyer, signing out. Cheers.